I like being in Rotary because one, Rotary opens opportunities, and Rotary is the only place, okay, not the only place, but one of those organizations where there's an accountability to each and every coin that you put in. So it's such an honor to serve humanity, and you know that there is accountability for your money. That's the biggest reason why I love being part of this great organization.
Why I love to be a member of Kampala Morning Stars is because it's a young, vibrant club. I've learned a lot from the club, and why I love Rotary is my leadership experience has actually been very much improved. It's helped me in my career. As an HR person, I have been able to improve my speaking abilities. I've been able to improve my relationship with people, especially my staff, and that has come from the roles I've been able to play in Rotary as a club secretary and now moving into president. So I am really, really excited about being Rotary, and I am, as I get into office, I am getting excited about getting new members on board and ensuring that this club becomes the best that it can be, and we shall be the stars that we are meant to be, and the business of the stars is to shine.
And welcome to Candid Talk with Adelle. Obviously, my name is Adelle. If you're new here, I want to welcome you and thank you for joining us. And please subscribe and like our channel. We are all about growth and accountability and building friendships. And today we're going to talk about all that. And if you've been with us, thank you so much for taking time to watch and to be a part of this journey that is going to be very fulfilling, but most importantly, as we get accountable with ourselves every single day. Today, most of you have been asking, your name is Rotarian Adelle, Rotarian Adelle. Yes, I'm a Rotarian, and I am comfortably and excited to say I am one. And I belong to a club called Kampala Morning Stars. Those not in Uganda, this is a club in Kampala where we join and fellowship together and have a good time. I am glad to be a part of that fellowship. And today I'm bringing a special person, and this person, I'm going to introduce them in a bit. Let's get started. Welcome back. Now, my guest today is our charter president. And I don't know how to introduce him. I will let him actually introduce himself a little bit, just to give you a clear view of who I'm talking about. Charter President Sam. Yes. Please introduce yourself. I've failed to get the words to introduce you properly.
Well, I am Samuel Ngambwachi. I'm a Rotarian. Privileged to have given a chance to lead the Rotary Club of Kampala Morning Stars. Charter President means that you're the first president of the club. You're the founder president of the club. I'm into communications, consultancy. I talk for a living. And in simple terms, I live, I love, I laugh. You know, I love reaching out to people. My specialty is more interpersonal growth, and human development and organizational growth.
You're definitely on the right channel, because we are about growth and accountability, and you speak for a living. So this is not a new space for CP Sam.
Yes.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Now, as a Rotarian, there's so much talk about being a Rotarian, and being a charter president. There must have been lessons you have seen. But first of all, why did you join Rotary?
Well, I would say that the time I joined Rotary, I was looking for a family. I was looking for a family and belonging.
Yeah.
And to grow my networks. And I always heard about serving humanity. And so I needed to now get into it and learn. So I can't say that I knew much before I joined Rotary. I just knew about Rotary as a voluntary organization that focuses on serving humanity, solving problems in society, and I guess I got to know more when I joined Rotary.
Well, what is this thing called serving humanity? Because we keep saying we are here to serve. Because I know that this year we are change makers. We are here to make change and add a difference, and make a difference in the world. What is this serving humanity about?
Serving humanity, I think, is a call. When you look at the journey of Jesus Christ, his call was serving mankind.
Yeah.
He reached out here to serve mankind and bring salvation. And as human beings, it is our responsibility to leave this place a better place.
To make a difference.
Than we found it.
Yeah.
And that's just make a difference, like you're saying.
Yeah.
So, we in Rotary appreciate that I could have food today. But there is someone out there who doesn't have food.
Very true.
I could have water today to take a shower, even drink. But there's so many communities
We are
and
looking for
people
something to drink.
who don't even have water to drink.
I hear you.
And probably they are drinking mud. And so for us, we extend a voluntary heart of saying, we are brothers, we are sisters. If I have little on me, let's share it together. But most importantly is to find this world a better place than probably we found it, and leave it for generations and generations to be more peaceful.
And that's fulfilling.
Very, very fulfilling, because we do this based on the areas of focus in Rotary, and that's how we deliver our service. And there are 7 areas of focus.
Yeah.
We have maternal and child health, so we focus on that as an area. We have peace and conflict resolution and management. We have basic education and literacy, community development and empowerment. We have water and sanitation, and a couple of others. We have mission green. So if you look at all those areas of
They are
focus,
literally like basic needs.
exactly,
Human basic needs.
exactly. And so for us, we're saying there are basic needs that we call basic,
Yeah.
and basic to everyone.
Very true.
And so we're extending that hand to
Very true.
everyone to get a basic.
Being a charter president,
Yeah.
there are lessons that you must have picked from this journey. Just share with us 2 or 3 of them that have actually made you stand out as a charter president.
One is on a personal level, I learned more that life is about people management.
Yeah.
So I was rooted more
Yeah.
into conversations of understanding people. My job, everyday job, is in that line. But I can tell you, my joining Rotary and my being a charter president fostered that even deeper, because it's a voluntary organization. There is no pay.
There's another thing I was going to ask you about that. When they say SIP is, you feel like SIP is earning like 10 million shillings.
There is no pay.
It's
we
voluntary.
actually give out more.
Yeah.
And so managing people, working with people, leading people, where there is no absolutely motivation, and the motivation is work, is quite a lesson to go. So I learned some basic core values as a human being: patience, tolerance, understanding human behaviors and personalities, appreciating that at times what we see as a weakness is a strength that someone bears, working together to grow as teams, finding more focus about life.
Yeah.
For me, they're great experiences that I've really
Very nice.
learned. Yeah.
Very nice. And putting that into consideration, why would you tell a young person or any person who wants to join Rotary, why should they actually join Rotary? What is that thing that should lure them into being a part of this humane and beautiful family that is working to make communities better?
I'll probably say it in 2 ways.
Yeah.
One is on a community level.
Yeah.
I come from a society that perceives growth to be that a child is a child of a society. And so every human being belongs to society. And for me, the question is, what have you done for society? Now in Rotary, it is the one avenue that you get people with same mindset and all coming together to serve society. So it's more of giving back to who has nurtured you and who has grown you.
Yeah.
That's on a community or public base. On a personal level,
Yeah. And that's where most people should actually come in.
yes,
Because we live in a society which is a bit selfish. We're always thinking, what am I getting out of whatever I joined? So in this case, on a personal level, what is it that a Rotarian or a person who wants to join Rotary needs to look out for?
I think Rotary is a gold mine. You have to be very focused, not to pick stones or sand. There is huge gold there,
Yeah.
but you must surrender and get into that gold mine and pick the gold. Why am I saying that? On a personal level, it mentors and nurtures you to be a better leader. Better leader of yourself and better leader of other people. Because to lead other people you're torturing yourself first. There's so many things probably I would do and I can't do them anymore now. Because I know there is a reflection of
there's someone out there watching you, and a bigger world.
And a bigger world that sees me. So it helps nurture you, but most importantly, mentorship. Young people, even old people. Yeah. Today, I must appreciate that over 65% of the world population is young people. Here in Uganda,
almost
over 75%. Yeah. Now, what young people need today is mentorship. And this is mentorship you get for free in Rotary. You're able to meet people from all phases of life, from all titles. You come here in Uganda, the vice president of this country is a member of Rotary. Yeah. So many CEOs, so many EDs, so many ministers. I can count down the many ministers I now know that are in Rotary. But amazingly, when you enter into a Rotary meeting, all the titles of vice president are dropped, minister are dropped, and we're all back to being called Rotarians. Now, if there is any opportunity a young person wants, is to sit on table with such a person and learn from them.
One thing I've noticed being a part of the Rotary family is that when you sit on the table and you're all Rotarians, titles cease to be anything. You start relating as Rotarians, and that's an opportunity of networking and growing your best as an individual.
All of you subscribe to Rotary International. All of you pay the same Rotary dues.
Yes.
All of you are bound by the same constitution and bylaws. So Sijui is the vice president? No. When you come to Rotary meetings, it is Alupo, Rotary and Alupo, and that's the end of the story. And that now demystifies the bit of humanity that we then see ourselves at the same level and have conversations as brothers and sisters. It's only in Rotary where your father can come in a meeting and bow down for you. So that's how humble it makes everyone.
And it opens spaces for businesses as well. Interaction as you network. You get to grow even further and even better.
Yes, and then I would candidly tell you that 99% of my businesses today are from Rotary. So it's a space for growth. And that's why I say it's a gold mine.
Yeah. It's up to you as an individual to pick it.
Or you pick the sun and go crying.
And you keep paying the dues and you keep complaining.
Exactly.
When you're not actually interacting and joining the team.
Exactly. So these conversations are conversations that open us to growth, open us to mentorship. And let me tell you another thing young people must appreciate now. We have a transition that is natural about life. We have the young, we have the middle-aged, and people who are quite getting more vulnerable. Now, for example, a country like Uganda, where we've had some presidents for over 30 plus years, they are looking for people to take over because they're getting tired. They want to rest and retire. The question is, who can we get to be in our shoes? And that's a point many young people are missing in the old people. For them, their crave is get out so that we can lead. But it doesn't happen that way. It's a metamorphosis stage. There must be transition. Now in Rotary, you find a very good transition.
A conducive environment.
People mentor you, nurture you, guide you so that when they are not here tomorrow,
you can take over the mantle.
Rotary for me is an organization that says, if you feed a man a fish, you're feeding him once. But if you teach him how to fish, you're feeding him for the rest of his life. In Rotary, you're taught how to fish.
Awesome. That's really, really, really nice. Now, quick one. There are things that people out there think about Rotary. So there's a segment I call True or False. and let's talk about the true or false. To join Rotary, you must be rich or famous. True or false?
True and false. False that you need to be rich in terms of money. But true, you need to have a rich heart. So in Rotary, it's not about money. It's about the heart that you can offer. If they're talking about money, then I don't think we would be Rotarians, really, because we have nothing much to do with the foundations. Exactly. So it's about the heart. It's about how rich your heart is.
Another thing, Rotary conventions, these Naivashas and wherever, are grounds for bad behavior. True or false?
200% false.
Why do you people think it's bad behavior?
You see, when you're passing by a house, you can only see the architectural design outside. You don't know what happens inside. You only work on assumptions. When you see these conventions or conferences or assemblies,
even fellowships that are actually big.
Exactly. Every time they happen, it's a celebration of work done. Great work being done. If you come here in Uganda, you have the cancer ward in Zambia, you have the blood bank in Mengo. There's so many Rotary clubs that have just finished projects over $200,000 US, $500,000 US. Now, at the end of every year or every term, we meet in a convention
and celebrate.
We meet in a conference. We meet in an assembly and celebrate the achievements of the year. But also in Rotary is that we love transition. So you serve 1 year and leave. The same conventions in Rotary and conferences is where we elect our new leaders and they take oath. So that's why it comes off as a big party. It's a big celebration. The insiders know that we are celebrating a great work of a year. The outsiders think
and which is why we're here, to change that perception.
True.
And then finally, true or false, joining Rotary or being a Rotarian is fulfilling.
It is not just true,
but
it's more than true. And I would say it's 500% fulfilling. I guess if I die today, I would die the happiest man on earth. Passing a school and realize that someone is studying because of your 10,000 brought together with different people. Finding people taking clean water, and you know that's your sweat.
Knowing that you made a difference.
Yes, watching news and you see people getting blood and after accident survival. Seeing testimonies of people healing from cancer.
It's amazing.
It's amazing.
It is fulfilling.
It's fulfilling.
Awesome.
That is fulfilling.
Finally, CP Sam, you're leaving the mantle to a new president for our club, our beautiful young club, Kampala Morning Stars. What's that word you're leaving for the club, but also for the new president?
Be humble. Be humble. Be willing to learn. Be willing to unlearn. Be willing to relearn. I often say that at times, to be able to make it through a year of leadership, accept that you're stupid or foolish. That you know nothing. And then you'll be able to learn. The quest of knowledge is undisputed and immense and open. That's all I would say. Be humble, be humble, be humble. And learn, relearn, and unlearn. The rest will be history. You have a whole team working with you, you have people supporting you, other Rotarians, the rest is history, as long as you're humble to learn.
Wow. I'm amazed and I'm glad that I'm having this conversation with actually a friend of mine. Before all this, I knew some before Rotary. So I am glad to have this conversation. I am very sure people out there, you have picked something out of this. And if we had all these issues and things you think about Rotary, I do hope that we have cleared the air for you. Please subscribe, love this channel, let us grow together, let us be accountable, and most importantly, leave a comment so we can know what you want us to talk about next, but also let us grow together. Sam, thank you so much for joining us. Thank you for being a part of this. I hope you can come back and we talk about even bigger things.
I'm available anytime as long as I still have breath.
Thank you so much. Thank you for watching. Have a good day. Have a good time. Bye-bye.